This is from a couple of weeks ago, a little bit old, but I've been meaning to make a video about it because I found it quite amusing. A Jehovah's Witness board member, Tony Morris, was caught on camera buying just boxes of expensive whiskey, and this is not far from the world headquarters of Jehovah's Witnesses. And this is one of the big guys at the top, and he's one that's always telling people that they shouldn't drink, and even telling kids, as I think it was John Cedars, a very interesting channel. John Cedars, ex-Jehovah's Witness in the UK, I believe, saying that, well, okay, this is the same man who was asking children to donate their ice cream money, and here we have him on camera in a liquor store just buying really expensive liquor, and it seems he didn't have an explanation for it, if there was a party or something. But of course, in Jehovah's Witnesses, from what I understand, they're still permitted to drink alcohol. It's not something that they are restricted from. But if you look at their literature, a lot of it has to say, well, I mean, look at the Bible. In Proverbs, it stings, you know. Like alcohol can really ruin your life, as it says accurately in the Bible. And you shouldn't give yourself over to it, because it can be an obsession. It can hurt. Anyone who has ever dealt with drinking, who has had problems with drinking themselves, or has loved someone who has been a drinker, knows that you just can't have bottles and bottles and bottles of whiskey in your house and consider that normal. I mean, maybe you have one in your kitchen that you take out on special occasions or something. But just going through, like Leahy, Trailer Park Boys, just going through bottle on bottle of liquor, isn't normal, isn't good, isn't godly. And that's evidently what was happening here with Tony Morris. The person who got it on video, congrats to them, because they actually got a bit of a conversation with him, talking about, well, I'm not sure what scotch I want. And so this Tony Morris fellow seemed very knowledgeable about it. He said, go with this, my wife likes this. Can't go wrong with Jameson. And then they show him carrying these things, loading them up into his car in the rain. And this is on a Sunday morning, I think. So it was just really weird. What's he doing with all this whiskey? What's going on in his house? Is he having big parties for all these Jehovah's Witnesses? Is this what they do? These 144,000 who are destined to go to heaven, are they sitting around drinking whiskey together on a Sunday morning? Like what is this? Or is there some eyes wide shut weird stuff going on in the underground? So I just found the video amusing, and anyone who's interested in the Jehovah's Witnesses and the religion, you should check this out, because these are people, we don't think about them too much. You know, they might knock on your door or something. Maybe some of you have taken some time to read their literature, which is great. I don't know. Their literature is just like, it reminds me of Weekly Reader when I was a kid, or something you can just pick up, or like the magazines that you get on airplanes, where it just has just random stories. And of course, it's centered around the Bible. I love the illustrations too. The Jehovah's Witnesses illustrations that just show these beautiful paintings of children playing with leopards, and I don't know, it's just like, it's not stock footage, but it's just an art style that you see where everyone looks beautiful and fit, and God is presented in very dramatic, very direct ways, where you see God as like a bearded figure on a throne and all that. And the Jehovah's Witness app, I recommend everyone who's interested in the Bible to download it, because unlike other Bible apps that put you on mailing lists and try to get you to buy stuff, or they get in your email, like this one, it leaves you alone. You just download the app, and you can have all the Watchtower crap if you want, but you can also read the King James Bible and cross-reference stuff. And it's been a very good Bible resource for me, even though I'm not entirely convinced by their religion, for a number of reasons, which I won't get into here. But I think that if you're going to be the leader of a group like this, if you want people to join, if you want people to take your message seriously, it's not a good idea to get on camera buying crates and crates of whiskey. It reminds me when I was in undergrad when I was in college as a social work major, and someone asked me how things were going with my advisor. It was just like this informal meeting, and I just bumped into someone in the hallway. How's it going with your advisor? And I said, oh yeah, last time I saw her, it was just across the street at the liquor store, which was true. I had gone in to buy some booze, and I guess she was as well. I didn't realize she was an alcoholic, but she got really upset with me for saying that. And I just said, well, you know, it was Wisconsin, Water Street, like the most bars per capita. It's just an ordinary thing. But again, you know, like a professor, whatever. I mean, I don't know. She was getting like one bottle of something, and I didn't even know that she was a drinker, that was a problem for her. But it would have been different if she had walked out with this box full of whiskey bottles, like this Tony Morris fellow. And if she had spent her days telling us how wrong it was to drink and everything, instead of having the more libertarian, secular mindset that certainly social work professors do, as in take care of yourself, but do it on your own time, and don't fall prey to these things. But we're still human. This is still Wisconsin. Let's still party. A social worker, no matter how devout they are to their calling, is not expecting the world to end and for a vengeful God to come and destroy us, including the drunkards, as it says. But there is no same scripture holding them back anyways. So anyway, Tony Morris, drinking whiskey. I hope he enjoys all that, and I hope people see this video, and I hope they realize that maybe these JWs really aren't that serious. Over and out.